right, welcome to the kitchen with Captain Gary. So, we just harvested our dandelion blooms, so I want to show you what we do. First thing I do is stem them. You do not want these stems. I mean, you can eat them if you want to and fry them up if you want to. Then we're going to get these stemmed, we're going to throw them in here. Now the thing I'm bad about is, if anybody wants to know, as we get this recipe going, how I measure things, I don't really know. I just kind of do it after watching my mother do this for years. In 2017, my mom passed away of cancer. That was in the end of July. And so it was about May as the last time I cooked blossoms with Mom. My mom was born down in just by Rockville, Indiana, Park County. If you're familiar with Indiana, you know Park County is like the covered bridge capital of the world. And growing up, I spent a lot of time in Park County, Indiana, fishing under those bridges. Okay, so I have them all stemmed. You can see I don't have a bunch. Just my wife and I tonight eating these, so I just got just a few, maybe 15 or 20. Now the next thing you want to do, and this is very important, just get some water right out of the sink. I don't know how much. Is it 2 cups? Is it 4 cups? I have no idea. And then just swirl them around in that water. And then the important thing you want to do, I like to use Lowry salt for this. You can use regular salt, whatever you like. How much is that? Let's call that 3 tablespoons. Now we're going to mix that in, blend that together. Now normally my mother, if my mother were still with us and she was cooking this, she would want us to keep this all night in the refrigerator. So overnight, you want to know why? She always said, remember she's from southern Indiana, she always said it kills the bugs. But I can tell you, there's no bugs in there. So I'm just letting them soak in the salt for a minute. Now the next thing we're going to do, and by the way, we've already got our grease going on the stove. I'm kind of old school about this. I like cast iron. If I am frying fish, if I'm frying dandelion blossoms, I'm going to use a cast iron skillet. So we're preheating our grease. And again, people say, what temperature is the grease? I have no idea. You'll just know when it's ready. You guys have probably cooked before. So here's all we're going to do. We're going to find out if that grease is ready, by the way. We're going to take a dandelion. It's not pretty right now. Use any batter you want, but this is pancake batter. It doesn't matter what brand you buy or make your own. And just get them in the pancake batter. Now the amazing thing is, when these are cooked, everybody I cook these for, a lot of people in northern Indiana didn't even know you could do this. Whenever I cook this for people, they all tell me, and I agree, it tastes a lot like morel mushrooms. So if you like morel mushrooms and you're not finding any this year, or it's an off year, you're going to love dandelion blossoms. So let's see if our grease is heated up. Let's grab a blossom and throw it in there. Oh yeah, it's ready. So we're just going to fry these up. Hear that sound? That's the sound of the right temperature of this grease going. Now actually, just to be a little healthier, I actually like to use olive oil. And so today that's what I'm using. I'm using olive oil. And we're going to flip these right over. If your grease is hot enough, this literally only takes a second to cook these a little bit. And you can see I've got some hot grease here. We're just going to let them cook for a second. And we are going to be ready to get them out. Just going to grab a small plate. Always put a paper towel down. Let those cook for a minute. I did turn that heat down just a little bit. But you're just flipping that around. Here we go. Let's already get them on a plate. Let's get the rest of them going. All right, there we go. Let's turn that heat up just a little bit. All right, here we go. Into the grease. I kind of do it one at a time. Now, if you're cooking 100 of these, you'll probably just grab and throw them in there, and I would fully understand that. But there we go. So that takes care of all of them. Gonna wash my hands off. My wife always says I use 8 rolls of paper towel to make every meal. I think that's probably about right. But here we go. Let's check these. Let's just flip them back over. They don't need to cook long. I have a friend who will pick dandelions and eat the blossom and the stem right out of the yard. He tells me they're delicious. Now, I've never tried that. I've got so many good memories in the kitchen with Mom. They just cooked a lot of things down there in southern Indiana. And when they moved up here to Elkhart, my dad was a pastor. When they moved up here to Elkhart, and Mishawaka first, and then Elkhart, I guess it was, Mom always kept her southern recipes, and this was a treat for my mom and I every spring. We love dandelion blossoms. Now that grease is a little cooler than it was, so I'm letting these cook a little bit longer. But I love to serve these up with fish, any kind of fish. Maybe it's those white silver bass. Tonight it's going to be walleye. I'm going to show you how to do those in a minute. Not a big secret recipe, just how I like to cook walleye. Now my wife is an excellent cook, I want you to know that. But for some reason, since I've been about 14 years old, even when I was a teenager living at home, I always cooked the fish. I just used to watch Mom. I learned how to do it, and I picked up some changes along the way that gave a little more flavor, I think. So I'll show you that in a little bit. But right now, I think these are about done and ready to come out. So let's get these out of this olive oil. I actually think this is an olive oil blend, but you can use whatever kind of cooking grease you want to. Now we're going to let them cool down for a minute. So it's that simple. Go out, find a place, whether it's in your yard or somewhere you know. Make sure it's where you know it has not been sprayed. Trust me, you don't want to eat any kind of insecticide or herbicide. Also, when you pick those, I do look for some bigger ones once in a while. They fry up really nice and big, but whatever you find, get enough for yourself and who you're cooking for. Bring them in the house. Take those stems off. If you want to eat the stems, I hear they're very healthy. It's just not the way my mom did it. But, and then get those in salt water. And please, for the sake of my mother, let those soak overnight to get the bugs out, as Mom would say. But right now, we did a quick pick, a quick fry. Let's give one of these a try. This is actually the first one of these I've had all year. Oh yeah, that is so good. Now, a thing I like to do, you can take maple syrup, dip these in maple syrup, and it becomes like the sweetest treat you will ever have with your walleye or the bass or the steelhead or the salmon or whatever. Or just make these one evening. You ever get the munchies at night? Go out and pick some dandelions, fry them up real quick. They absolutely, believe it or not, taste like a lot like morel mushrooms. So, I shared with you my mom's secret recipe for this. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to cook walleye when we come back.
Hi, my name is Dale Schrock. I'm a licensed insurance agent here in Elkhart with the Health Markets Insurance Agency. I'm inviting you to give me a call or visit us at 803 County Road 6 East, Suite number 2. I'll help you choose the insurance plan that fits your needs, and best of all, my help is always at no cost to you. Just ask for me, Dale Schrock, at Health Markets Insurance Agency. Finding the right low-cost health coverage has never been easier. Call or visit today.
If you need help hauling your classic vehicle anywhere in the United States, there's only one name to consider. That name Gary Strait of straightroads.com. Gary Strait. He drives all over this great land of ours. I guess you could say he's an outdoor addict. Check him out, won't you? Enclosed vehicle transport at its finest. straightroads.com. That's straightroads.com.
Hey, it's Captain Gary here. Not only will you find me in a boat, you'll always find me in the fall in my deer stand. After I get my deer and it's time to have it processed, I always go to my friends, Dennis Miller at Willow Valley Trades in Shipshewana, Indiana. Trust me when I tell you, the best venison sticks for a snack are always found at Willow Valley Trades. They are delicious, and you be sure to tell Dennis Captain Gary sent you.
Dutchman Hunting Supplies in Shipshewana is your home for quality firearms, ammo, fishing, archery, tree stands, clothing, optics, and everything outdoors. Get fantastic value when you shop great name brands like Bowtech, Hoyt, Matthews, Savage, Winchester, Browning, and many more. Visit Dutchman Hunting Supplies at 8435 West US 20 in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-3283. That's 260-768-3283.
Okay guys, you're back with Captain Gary. We just hooked up what I think is our first walleye. We'll get a shot in the water here. Here he comes. Now we do have a ship coming through, so we got to get this fish in. And let me tell you, driving in this wind out here like this, not fun, but here we go, in the water. Here we go. You guys hand me a net. Here we go, here we go. Yep, walleye, 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 walleye. That's why we drive 3 hours. He's not big, but he's a keeper. Here we go. Ah, I got him. Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Love him. Oh, got him, got him. Now, the fun part here is trying to keep this boat straight while we're doing this. There you go. That's why we come to Detroit. That is a perfect eater size. Look at that. Close up. He'll give you a kiss. Look at those teeth. You're with Captain Gary in Detroit. Stay tuned. We're going to keep on fishing. Fish on. Right here, right here. Walleye, walleye, walleye. Guys, I think this is a decent fish. I think this is a nice fish. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's see. What we got? I may have them. Oh, this is a nice one. I think we got a nice. Oh, there he is. There he is. Let's get the net. Let's get the net. Here we go. Net's coming in. Not as big as I thought he was. I'm telling you, with what we got for bottom bouncers, it makes these fish feel like they're humongous. Another keeper walleye in the boat. Oh, it is a good day at Detroit. We are hammering these walleye. I want to show you one more time, guys. I want to show you one more time. Not huge. We're not getting the 6-7 pounders. Although a minute ago, I really do think I had a 5+ on. I missed him. They are biting fast. They're biting furious. Look at those teeth. Hey, we're keeping this one. We got another keeper. Oh, Larry just got one too. We got walleye. Show him. Look at that. We just went through a nice school. We marked them on our live scope. Let's get them in the box, Larry. Here we go. All right, we're back with Brother Larry, our favorite person to have here on the river. He just got another one. We'll get the net out for him. Connie, you want to grab the net for your husband? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here's the net. Here, net's coming through. Let's see this fish. Is it a nice one, Larry?
Feels nice.
It feels like a good one. Maybe our biggest of the day. Oh, this might be a nice. Whoa! This might be a nice walleye.
There he is, a nice one. He's a nice one.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, it's a nice one. Is he in the net?
Nope.
All right.
He's right there. Got him.
Hey! There you go. That's a 4-pound walleye. That's what we're here for. Larry, take that off. Let's get a close-up. That is a beautiful Detroit River walleye. Wow. Wow. Brother Larry. Nice fish. Beautiful walleye. Guys, this is why we get up at 2 in the morning, drive all the way to Detroit. But look at that. Now that is world-class fishing. Let's get a close-up. Go right up there, show that walleye. That's why they have their name. Larry, how'd that feel?
Good.
That's an
nice
awesome
one.
fish.
Yeah.
Let's box him and let's keep fishing. You're watching Outdoor Addiction with Captain Gary.
It's a fact. A&B Lawn and Landscape in Millersburg is known for their property management and landscaping. They've been in business since 2000. They feature mushroom compost, perfect around trees and in your garden, boulders, landscape stone, river rock, 73 limestone, building pads, shredded topsoil, and more. No load is too big or too small at A&B Lawn and Landscape in Millersburg.
Ron's Taxidermy, a world-class and full-time mounting studio right here in Michiana. From game heads, small mammals and birds to life-size and exotics, including specialty and novelty items. And of course, it's never too late for skin mount fish or reproductions. So check out my personal friends at Ron's Taxidermy, located close to home in Union, Michigan.
Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home. Welcome home.
Hi, it's Pastor Gary and Kim Sheets. I think our congregation said it best. Welcome home. All right, we had a successful night of walleye fishing, so I have these beautiful walleye fillets over here. The first thing I like to do, I'm going to throw them over here. Let's cut them right here. It's fine. I like to cut that off because we love, that is the perfect size for a nice sandwich. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get a couple of these ready. Now, I've had these in the refrigerator all night. Again, my mom just always taught me to soak anything outdoors in salt water. So we've done that. They've been soaking in, I mean, look at that. Look at that walleye fillet. Woo! There's people all over the world that love to be holding that right now. So here's what we like to do. We're going to take the walleye fillet, and I like the thicker batter. I like to use the thick batter. Now, you don't have to dip this in milk or anything because it's not this is a thick batter. It's not a powder batter. So, right in the thick batter, like we're doing. Got a spoon in there in my way. Then, I'm going to throw you on this, and I mean, look at that. Now, this pancake batter that we use for our dandelion blossoms, here we go. I'm going to put some of that right in there too, sweeten that walleye up even more. Then let's check this grease. That is perfect. Would you look at that? Let's do the smaller one here. Same thing. I like this thick batter for walleye. It's just a personal preference, but you can use whatever you'd like at home. Then right into the pancake batter. Believe it or not, that really sweetens an already sweet fish up. And right in there, and there we go. Now, here's what I want to show you. Let me get my hands washed off. By the way, you can probably see I am not a clean cook. I just start cooking. I go crazy and the kitchen's a disaster. Now, tartar sauce. There's a million opinions on tartar sauce. Some like it really spicy. some like it sweet. I like very sweet non-vinegar tartar sauce. So I'm going to show you how we do this at our house. You're going to get about a cup of mayonnaise, whatever kind of mayonnaise you want to use. Then we get this sweet relish. Make sure you're using sweet relish. We're going to throw in, see I kind of heap that up. We're going to do about 2 big tablespoons of sweet relish. And then I just threw a little sugar in there. That's about a couple tablespoons or less. We're going to put that in there because I, with walleye, just like the sweet relish. Now, we're going to just mix this up. I like to make my own tartar sauce. I'm going to mix this up. And there you go. Now, I can tell you right now that needs a little bit more sweet relish, so let's throw a little more sweet relish in there. Mix that up. Now, we do the test. Here we go. See what we like. Haha, I've just reached perfection. Now, let's check our fish. Probably time for a flip. Now, walleye, you see how thick that is. Do not have your grease too hot. You want this to cook in a lower temperature grease. You can see it's just kind of at a boiling point because you want to make sure that walleye is cooked all the way through. That's something my mom taught me again, something I've been doing since I was a teenager. So we're just going to let that cook and cook and cook till we reach that perfect golden brown on all sides. And then in just a moment, I'm going to show you the Captain Gary walleye sandwich. It is good.
Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home. Welcome home.
Hi, it's Pastor Gary and Kim Sheets. I think our congregation said it best. Welcome home. Hi, it's Pastor Gary Sheets, and I want to tell you about my friends over at GasPumpFreedom.com. That's GasPumpFreedom.com. Did you realize you can lower your fuel bill by up to 20% and reduce emissions by up to 80%? How's it possible? Look over at my friends at GasPumpFreedom.com and their incredible Accelerate fuel tabs. You'll be glad you did.
It's a fact. A&B Lawn and Landscape in Millersburg is known for their property management and landscaping. They've been in business since 2000. They feature mushroom compost, perfect around trees and in your garden, boulders, landscape stone, river rock, 73 limestone, building pads, shredded topsoil, and more. No load is too big or too small at A&B Lawn and Landscape in Millersburg. Dutchman Hunting Supplies in Shipshewana is your home for quality firearms, ammo, fishing, archery, tree stands, clothing, optics, and everything outdoors. Get fantastic value when you shop great name brands like Bowtech, Hoyt, Matthews, Savage, Winchester, Browning, and many more. Visit Dutchman Hunting Supplies at 8435 West US 20 in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-3283. That's 260-768-3283.
Ron's Taxidermy, a world-class and full-time mounting studio right here in Michiana. From game heads, small mammals, and birds to life-size and exotics, including specialty and novelty items. And of course, it's never too late for skin mount fish or reproductions. So check out my personal friends at Ron's Taxidermy, located close to home in Union, Michigan. Okay guys, we're back. Our walleye's been cooking about 10 minutes. It is done. I want to show you. Look at that. Woo, Nelly. Look at that. Now we're going to let some of that grease run off for a second. Let that drip back into the pan. And then right onto the paper towel. Here's our second piece. This is one side of one of those big walleye we caught. And it is thick. I'm going to turn that down for a minute. We're just going to let that drain right back into the pan, as you probably already know how to do. Right onto here. Now here's the part we've been waiting for. Look at that. Is that beautiful walleye? That's freshly caught right back into the kitchen of Captain Gary. And here we go. Let me show you how simple it is to make a sandwich. So we're going to take that huge portion of walleye. We're going to lay it right here on our bread. Let me get the other piece now. Man, oh man, oh man. I got a lot of people coming over because they heard that I caught some walleye. So all my friends started texting me, when are we having dinner? So tonight is the night. I like to put some sliced cheese on there. You don't have to do that. My wife kind of prefers without cheese. Then we're back to our homemade tartar sauce. Mix that up a little bit more. Just put a little bit of that on that top bun. However much you like's up to you. Put that on there. Let's go over here. Let's spread that out a little bit more. We caught the fish. We made the tartar sauce. Let's not forget, on our plate now, we're going to add our dandelion blossoms. And you have a meal. Now, one thing you can do, if you want to, I'm just going to do this on one of these. Just take a little bit of shredded lettuce, throw right on top there. Not everybody likes that, but I do. A little bit of shredded lettuce on there. Look at that plate. Ladies and gentlemen, life doesn't get better than that. That is fresh caught walleye. We cooked it, or we filleted it first. We filleted it, we cleaned it, we let it soak overnight in salt water to make my mother happy. And then we got our dandelion blossoms, and now we've turned those into beautiful, look at that. Beautiful dandelion blossoms, incredible sandwich. Let's see how we did. I guess I will be my own critic, but I think it's almost too hot to eat. Look at that. Woo-wee. Oh, I'm telling you, the pancake batter makes incredible walleye. Don't be scared to put some pancake batter in your normal batter. Walleye's already a sweet meat, makes it even sweeter. Now, I got friends coming over. I got a lot of cooking to do tonight. Until next time, remember, you never know where your outdoor addiction might lead you.